What's up, Mirror here. Today we are doing From the Ashes DLC. The video that you are watching is the shorter version. There is also a longer version of this, and it starts with part 27 of my regular walkthroughs. So in this one I just ended up cutting everything that's unimportant, like traveling between the cities. This is the only time that you're going to be seeing me traveling. So I left this so I can talk, basically. And there are also two more videos for this DLC. The one that is going to be just tips and tricks, and if you do not feel like watching long videos, that one is for you. And also, once we build our village, we can recruit people for Pribyslavitz, and I will make a separate video with all the NPCs that you can recruit. Now, in this video I ended up recruiting quite a few NPCs, but I think there are more, and if I find a few more NPCs that I can recruit, I will make a separate video for that. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me, and let's get started with this. To start the quest, you need to speak to Sir Divish, and that is going to start the whole quest chain. So let's do that.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes.
Why Pribyslavitz of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmedic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out. See you later.
Once you start this quest chain, you have to go to Pribyslavitz and find Master Locator, who has been missing for a few days. So let's do that. So one thing to point out, you probably can't do this quest if you haven't done the battle for Pribyslavitz. So if you're early in the game, you probably cannot do this DLC. I just want to throw that in there, so you know. And the Master Locator is in the upper part where the church is.
That was you, right?
The last time it was the gloves.
So, it's all clear to me now.
Boys, who are you? You've no business here.
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divish also sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it. There's plenty of us, and you're on your own. So I'd think twice about how you're gonna deal with that.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
Alright. No need to be hasty, eh? Well, we'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
Once you scared off the bandits, you will find the Master Locator in one of the tents, and Yeah, in this recording I was kinda looking around the tents and looking at the recording I already saw him, but I guess I was blind or something. So he's here, don't worry about it. You probably already seen him.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you, and it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
My name is Marius Bielek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me, if you like. We'll report to Sir Divish afterwards.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here. The church is still standing. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though. We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here. Maybe a baker's? There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here. approach road and stream. This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source. Supplies and trade will flow through here. I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere. Stone foundations. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream. Lots of space here. There's a well here already. All the better. Big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn. That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Oh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Townburg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long. My lord, welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir. They didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
Ah, they were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land, and build more farmhouses. But, for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for a building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
Well, that much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius. It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
So the next thing that we have to do is take the letter to Rattay and be officially promoted to be a bailiff of Pribyslavitz. So let's do that. So object not loading fast enough, and we have ghosts in town. Yeah, I don't know why I find this stuff really funny every time that it happens.
Damn!
Yeah, that woman was even creepier.
Watch it!
So we need to go to bailiff and give him a letter. He's here usually. Sometimes he's downstairs. Depends on what time of day you go to him.
have a document for you from Sir Divish. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
Very same.
So it's true then? Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. Good luck then.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Green cabbage! Get it before it goes brown!
Hey! Henry's come to see us.
Fresh bread! Come and get it! Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without it either!
God save Henry.
Hear ye, hear ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
Yeah.
God save you, Henry.
Welcome back. What news from Rattay?
Well, the bailiff read Sir Divish's decree, and now I'm officially bailiff of Pribyslavitz.
Then allow me to congratulate you. What will be your first step?
First, actually, I'm not quite sure. What would you recommend?
As it happens, I already sought a few things in your absence. You might have noticed that the first people have come from Rattay.
Yeah, I saw some heading here right away.
So when they arrived, I was able to start clearing building plots with them. After they'd erected some temporary dwellings, that is.
So we're ready to get things started?
As long as you know what you want to build, I can show these new people what to do. We'll be building on the sites we've measured out. You can go and look them over first, if you like.
I'll do that. I'll see what's going to be built where.
Nevertheless, I doubt you'll be able to figure that out just from looking at the sites.
How do I choose what to build where?
I've already given it some thought on your behalf. I even wrote it all down in the accounts ledger. Everything will be recorded there. I'll make a note of every change as we proceed.
Thanks. That'll be a big help. And where can I find this book?
It will always be kept at the Rat House.
Well, there's nothing here, so we'll have to build everything. Ale house, bakery, butchers, rat house. Did I mention ale house?
Eventually. But be warned. To begin with, it's always best to start with facilities that will be producing construction materials for everything else. And since we'll mainly be using timber, it makes sense to set up a woodcutter's camp.
All right. And then what?
That depends. Every building has its use. You'll soon get the grasp of it. And it's all in the ledger.
What about the workers' wages and buying materials for artisans?
The money must be put in the trunk here. The expenditures for wages and materials will be taken from it. So you should keep it topped up to prevent delays. It reminds me, there's the matter of my own pay to be resolved.
Yes, of course.
Sir Divish guaranteed me a fixed income. What's more, this job is an exceptionally big one.
I see. How much are you thinking?
I have a record of payment here somewhere. Here it is. Let's say 1/4 more than that.
I can't afford that much. At least not now, right at the start. But I do need your help. How about this much?
That's a fair offer. It seems we understand each other. I agree.
Good. I'll put your wages in the trunk too. Are you sure it's quite safe?
Quite. Only you and I shall have a key and access to the trunk. Besides, we'll have guards on watch here.
That's reassuring.
That's about all to begin with. If you need any more details, I'll be happy to explain things to you.
Could you explain something to me? What are my duties as bailiff?
As bailiff, you must see to it that the village grows and prospers. You'll have to resolve disputes between citizens and decide what I should have built. The coin for it will come from your own purse. Basically, you'll have to keep the whole locality under control, but you can't just do whatever you like. You're still answerable to Sir Divish, as am I.
Which means...
Which means that if the folk here are unhappy, word will soon get to Sir Divish, and he'll put you in your place. So you'd better see to it that there's no thieving, and folk have jobs to do, and their wages are paid.
Of course. I'll keep a close eye on things. How do I build houses?
First, find out how much it'll cost, and whether the upkeep won't ruin you. Everything is written in the ledger. You can check it all there, or just come and see me.
Sure. How do the accounts work?
The most important thing is to know how much profit your buildings generate, and what they cost to operate. That's written on the very first page of the ledger, which will be kept at the Rat House. Whenever we erect a new building, I record it there, and you'll find all the profit generated by the village in the trunk with the ledger.
And what if we spend more than we earn?
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering the operating costs into the trunk.
I see. Probably best to have a little extra there for a rainy day then. How do operating costs work?
Those are the workers' wages, costs of material and equipment for tradesmen, and so on.
And what if I don't have enough coin?
Then production will grind to a halt. Watch out for that. Folks soon get grouchy if they're not getting paid. The amount needed each day is recorded in the accounts ledger too. So you should keep enough in the trunk to cover the wages.
And how do I pay the workers?
Don't concern yourself about that. I'll take care of it. As long as you provide the coin.
So I could put enough money there for, say, 3 days in advance?
Indeed. Simple enough, isn't it?
All right. Thanks. How can I get new people to come to the village?
Don't worry about that. Folk will gradually turn up of their own accord when there are houses for them. Each building can house a certain number of people. The bigger the house, the more inhabitants. And the more space you have for them, the more country folk will come here in search of a better livelihood.
What about tradesmen?
I can find you fairly competent ones, but if you can get really skilled artisans, it will certainly be a boon for the village income. Although it's not all that easy to get skilled people. You could ask around.
I see. Any suggestions?
You could try asking the 2 Sasau armourers for a start. They're always at each other's throats, so maybe one of them could work here. But don't forget to get a forge and armoury workshop set up for him. Otherwise you'll only be wasting his time.
Right. I'll go and have a word with them later. I must give some thought to who else would come in handy here. Thanks. How can I improve the buildings?
The process is exactly the same as for building from the ground up. We need to have enough coin, materials, and of course, something to improve. It goes without saying that there's no point in better blacksmith's equipment if you've no forge to put it in.
Well, I can't argue with that. But why bother with improvements at all?
Because they make it possible to produce better goods that can be sold at a higher price, so we'll earn more money.
Nothing, actually. So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village prosper. Well, the village isn't ready yet for the expansion Sir Divish is planning. The church is still in ruins. Doesn't create a good impression. We're on the right track, but we haven't reached the end yet.
All right, I'll get stuck in. I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff. What's it to be?
So here we can pick what buildings we wanna build first. And the good thing to start with is woodcutter's camp because you will need wood to build other buildings.
We'll need woodcutters to ensure timber supplies for building.
Let's go to the site. I'll see to the building.
We're gonna build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction.
Be a bit more careful. Yeah.
Good day, Henry.
So this book here is a ledger telling you how your village is doing and also giving you information how much each building costs and how much that building is going to give you money or take away money each day. So kind of be careful what you build and make sure that you have enough money to start with. I would say you need around, I don't know, 30ish to 50k to start, and before that I wouldn't start. I had to really farm up money to not lose money. So I built this, I just did this quest, so I gone and farmed up money to finish this. And if you leave it be, you will need to pay wages for each day for workers, and if you do not have enough money, I guess you would run into some problems. So look at the buildings. If it says minus some amount, then try to avoid those buildings if you do not need them. Like a church, I built that last, and also the red house is not a good idea to upgrade it in the beginning. Leave those for the end game, I would say. Forge, it's awesome. Build it as soon as you can. You can also have an armorsmith or a weaponsmith. I went with armorsmith, and it will give you 500 groshens each day, but you need to invest 8k. Bakery, really awesome, but you cannot build bakery and butcher shop, and they each give money. Kind of similar. I went with bakery, maybe I should have gone with butcher shop. Either way, it's okay. Stables are awesome. You invest some money, but you get access to some horses, and you can buy horse equipment, and it gives money each day. Tavern is a good investment because it gives you money each day. A bridge, you have to build it for other stuff to be able to build other things, so you have to build it at some point. You should definitely also build a trader early on, because you will need raw materials to build other buildings like charcoal, grain, stone, and other things. To be able to build other buildings, you need a trader. Beehives, I should have built them early on. Maybe I should have left that for later on. So I really hope that this explanation helped. I will also have a separate video explaining this in more detail, but I think this is pretty good explanation. And you can watch this video. I will no longer explain the ledger in the walkthrough, so I will just build stuff. And this chest, I don't know what it's used for. I think Marius puts his stuff there when he goes to sleep, I think.
God be with you, Henry.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff.
With all the woods around, we ought to keep bees here. There's always a demand for honey.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
I want to build something.
Certainly.
That rickety old footbridge won't do. We need a proper bridge and a firm road.
Good. We've got everything. Come along with me to the site where we'll be building.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
We're going to build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
So I already said it, but you will need to build a trader's house to be able to get supplies. So you'll get the quest, at least they tell you. It's as in Ledger that you have to do it, but you also get a quest, so it's pretty self-explanatory. You have to do it to be able to do other stuff.
Good day, Henry.
Now, me being a noob, I thought I need to put charcoal in a chest, but you get that from a trader.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master.
Trade is important, and we'll have a wagon bringing goods in, so we'll build a trader store.
Very well. Come along with me. Once we're there, I'll oversee the building, so they don't botch anything.
We're gonna build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
So once you build a trader's house, you will get a new quest to get the supplies. Now you will have a whole bunch of markers, but don't worry about it, you don't have to visit all of them. You have to get, let's say, grain from one of the quest markers, so pick the one that you think it's the closest or the most convenient and get, let's say, grain, then go get stone and so on.
Do you know where it happened?
I'm not sure. Everyone has a different story.
Mother of God. What will I do without those fabrics? I can't turn up in my tatty old dress. I'll be a laughingstock. Things are going from bad to worse. It's about time the Lords did something about it.
Indeed. We can only pray for deliverance.
Good health to you, Henry.
Henry!
I'm honored that...
Hey, watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greetings, good night.
I'm here about that.
Again? I already said my last... You want something for yourself? All right. You want something for those fuckers in Pribyslavitz? Forget it.
But when we talked last time...
I said no. Good luck, mate.
I'm here about that livestock.
Again? I already said my last... You want something for yourself? You want something...
But when we talked...
Good luck.
Yeah.
God save Henry. God bless.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest.
I'd like to buy some livestock. Could you arrange that?
Maybe. What are you after?
Cattle, pigs, poultry, everything.
Starting a farm, are you?
Swords into ploughshares? No. It's not for me. It's for the village of Pribyslavitz.
What? For the whole village?
Aye. A few dozen people at least.
Well, no. That's no laughing matter. But it can be done, although they might not be the best animals.
What do you mean, not the best?
Well, it's like this. I've got to supply meat for the Lord's table too. And the gentry in Ledechko want the best.
So what's left for me then?
The animals might not be as good as what you'd get somewhere else. I'll sell you older beasts, ones that ain't so fat and the like. Or ones no one wants to buy, because they don't like the look of them. That's how it is. But for that, I'll give you all the better price. Have you got someone to herd the livestock there for you?
I've got a merchant to arrange it.
So we'll shake on it?
Deal.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of...
Have you got charcoal for sale?
Charcoal? No. We've got linen. Want to buy linen?
What?
Of course we've got charcoal. What do you think we have in them kilns? Pies? What do you need it for?
For the Pribyslavitz blacksmith.
What are you on about? He's been dead for years.
No, the new one. The village has been renewed.
Is that so? Nobody tells us nothing.
So, will you sell me some?
Why not? How much do you need?
At least 5 bags a week.
We could manage that. And how will you get it there?
I've got a merchant to take care of supplies.
Well, as long as he can drive here and find us, what do you say to this price?
I'll take it.
Deal then. As soon as your merchant gets here, we'll load it up. Take care.
Yeah.
God save you.
I'd like to buy some grain.
Grain? What do you want grain for?
I'm responsible for the rebuilding of Pribyslavitz.
I heard some talk about that. I suppose I can sell you part of the crop. How many bushels do you want?
I'll need fodder for horses, at least 10 strong animals, and wheat for the baker. He'll have to bake for the whole village.
That's quite a lot. It won't be cheap.
Well, even though it's for Sir Divish's village.
Aye. Unless he sets the allocations himself, I have to make up for any differences in supplies. And you'll have to pay for that. Have you got someone to transport it? Or are you gonna haul it there yourself?
I've got a merchant to take care of it.
Fair enough. Here's my offer.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you waking me? Get away.
I'm glad to see.
I'm here at the behest of Sir Divish. I'm looking for the overseer of this quarry. Would that be you, Goodman?
Aye, that's me. What can I do for you?
Sir Divish has decided to rebuild Pribyslavitz, and he's entrusted me to take charge, along with his locator.
Aha, so it's you. I heard about Sir Divish's plans. What is it you need, then?
Well, we've started with the reconstruction work, but we need more than just timber.
You need stone for the construction?
Exactly. And for repairing the church.
Well now, you're really not doing things by halves, are you? The thing is, though, we're already working flat out supplying stone for the monastery construction in Sasau. I can't cut back on their supplies. Sir Divish wouldn't be at all pleased.
But I really need that stone.
Well, I suppose I could try and hire a few more quarrymen to increase production. But we can't transport it. Even Sasau sends their own wagon here. Have you got someone to carry the stone?
I've got my own merchant. He'll take care of it with his hired hands.
Splendid. So let's talk about the price.
The stone is for Sir Divish. It's for a village he wants to rebuild as quickly as possible. I doubt he'd take it well that the overseer of his own quarry is overcharging him for it.
Well, you have a point. I'll take that into account in the price.
No, that's still too much.
But I can't sell my stone any cheaper. I wouldn't be able to pay my men. If you won't accept the price, we're done.
About transporting...
Yes?
I've got my own merchant.
Splendid.
About transport...
Yes?
I've got my own...
Splendid.
All right, here you are.
Good.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. Yeah.
So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village prosper. You'll need to get the tradesmen working better and creating space for more people. The church is still in ruins. Doesn't create a good impression. We're on the right track, but we haven't reached the end yet.
All right, I'll get stuck in.
Now when we look at the ledger, you will see in resources we have stone, grain, charcoal and livestock, which is awesome. Now we can build technically anything. I also want to point out that we are losing 655 each day. So we need to build something that is going to give us money.
I've decided what to build.
That's...
I want to build...
Certainly.
So here I decided to go with a bakery, which will give me money each day.
Well, people have to eat, and bread is a must. So let's build a bakery.
Let's go to the site. I'll see to the building.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction.
So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village prosper. You'll need to get the tradesmen working better and creating space for more people. The church is still in ruins. We're on the right track.
All right, I'll get stuck in.
God be with you, Henry.
I want to build something.
Certainly.
We'll need plenty of tools, and they'll need repairing too. So we have to have a blacksmith.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
Forge is also awesome building to build because you will get money each day from it, and also you will have an either armor or a weaponsmith and be able to buy weapons or armor. Well, even if you choose an armor, you still be able to buy some weapons that are probably not as good. and you can recruit a weaponsmith or an armorsmith. In my case, I picked an armorer and I recruited the Zek later on from Sasso.
We're gonna build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
God's blessings. What can I do for you? Good luck, then.
In the center of the village, we'll have this thing where we can judge people, since we're a bailiff of this village. So let's do that.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
What kind of disease?
Digestive disorders, fever, even death.
Ah, what a load of nonsense. We always poured our shit out right there on the road. They even do that in Prague, for what I've heard. What else would they do with it?
Is it true about Prague?
Admittedly, in many cases, yes. But often there's no other option. The wealthier citizens have a latrine in their courtyard which they empty out whenever necessary. The common folk do empty their chamber pots on the streets.
See now.
But it's also said that if the Turks ever try to attack Prague, it's the stink that will hold them back, not the walls.
What do you suggest, Master Marius?
Let the people answer the call of nature at least 100 feet downstream from the village.
What? That far? What if I get the runs? I'd shit myself before getting there.
I've decided. Defecating will only be allowed at least 100 feet from the village.
But, sir...
A wise decision, Henry.
Well, finally we have permission to go and shit again. I'll go and tell the fellows we can go to the stream. It's been a tough few days.
You mean you haven't been since... No, don't say it. I don't even want to know.
For all the good it did. Another lot attacked Merkel yet. It's bad enough when weary travelers being attacked on the roads. They had the gall to attack a whole village.
Is that so?
haven't heard about that.
Would you credit it? The very moment the soldiers were dealing with that lot in Pribyslavitz, another bunch was attacking Merhyed.
Christ almighty, what did they do to them?
They could have fared worse. It seems they held them off, though quite a few have gone to St. Peter.
Sweet Mother of God. I must find out if anything happened to Francis.
Good day, Henry.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff. What's it to be?
We need to get some stables built.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
God save him.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
shots!
I want to build something.
Certainly.
I'd rather not be. I want to build some.
Certainly.
I'd like to build the rat house.
Very well. Come along with me. Once we're there, I'll oversee the building, so they don't botch anything.
We're going to build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff. What's it to be?
No, we don't have a tavern here yet. People need to wash the dust down after a hard day's work.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
God be with you, Henry.
We're going to build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
Greetings, good night. How may I say? God be with you.
Good health to you, Henry.
Watch where you're going!
I want to build, and we mustn't wait.
We can't build in the dark. You can't hammer a nail if you can't even see past your nose. I applaud your fervour, but you'd be better off getting a good night's sleep and starting fresh.
I suppose so. I'll come tomorrow then. I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff.
Well, an armourer will always find custom and won't go hungry. We should have one here, too.
Let's go to the site. I'll see to the building.
God be with you, Henry.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction.
I want to build some.
Certainly.
I'd rather not build. What's the matter here?
This bitch here tried to kill me. Have her clapped in the stocks where she belongs.
That's not true, Master Bailiff, sir. He got drunk, like he always does, and ate who knows what kind of slop somewhere.
You know very well what it was what poisoned me. You're trying to get rid of me and don't think I don't know it.
Enough. One at a time. Tell me what happened. What makes you think she tried to poison you?
She hates me. She wants to put me in the ground and then take the farm. I can see it in her eyes. She's just wishing for the day I'm dead. But she'll never see it, because I'll throw her out on her ear.
Throw me out? From my own home? You useless, ale-swilling pig. Have you forgotten who got you a roof over your head?
Just look at her, sir. You can see for yourself what a harpy she is. I came home after 1 or 2 ales at the tavern, ate my supper, what was left on the table for me, and went to bed. And in the morning, I woke up with my guts in agony. My head was on fire. I thought my last hour had come. If it wasn't for the old herb woman, she'd already have me in the ground.
Have you forgotten the part about battering me and throwing up in the doorway?
Shut your mouth, you whore!
Quiet. Good wife, tell me your side of the story.
Sir, that beast is good for nothing but drinking away my dowry with his cronies. If he puts his hand to a flail at all, it's only to beat me with it. We were thrown out of the farm near Ledechko that I got as a dowry, because this fool let it go to ruin and got us into debt too.
They threw us out because you wouldn't back me up to the bailiff.
Because I couldn't hold my head up if I lied to cover your useless arse.
That's got nothing to do with you poisoning me.
He boozes from morning till night and beats me. Says I don't take good enough care of him. and all he does is sit on his ass expecting me to run around cooking and cleaning for him. And now he wants to drive me out of the village, saying I tried to kill him. What would I do then?
Tell me about how you were poisoned, as you claim.
I came home, and there was a bowl of cabbage soup and a pitcher of wine on the table. So I had it and went to bed. I woke up in the early hours and had to run to the outhouse. Spewing from both ends, I was. I was burning up so much you could light a torch off me. And this witch here laughing up her sleeve. She wouldn't even call the herb woman for me.
If I had to call the herb woman every time you get boozed up, she might as well move in with us.
When I was writhing in agony on the ground, I heard her say clear as day, "Ha! You got what was coming to you."
Is that true?
No, he's lying.
What do you think happened, good wife?
Nothing what hasn't been 100 times before. He was crooked as a bishop again, and I could already hear him in the courtyard, retching and spewing. I had his supper waiting on the table, because otherwise there'd be hell to pay. Only there's no pleasing the pig. Where's the meat? And what have you. And when I told him God's honest truth that there's no meat, 'cause he drank all our money away, he laid into me like a madman.
One slap was all you got. What was less than you deserved for your evil tongue?
I ran off and hid in the barn till he'd calmed down. When I could hear him snoring like a pig, I came inside again. After a while, he started throwing up and he was spewing till dawn. Who knows what he ate when he was boozed up? Or it was the booze itself done it.
And what about the herb woman?
I went for her in the end. 3 groschen I had to give her for some wormwood potion. I could have done that myself for nothing. And then he claimed I poisoned him.
Now, I've heard enough. You, farmer, won't touch another drop of booze, or I'll leave you in the stocks to dry out. And if you raise your hand to your wife again, I'll take a bludgeon to you.
But a drink or two?
No buts. There'll be no half measures with you.
Thank you, Master Bailiff. Thank you 1,000-fold. You're a wise and just man.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff.
We could add a fruit drying hut for the baker, so he can bake even better pastries and even fruit pies in the winter.
Let's go to the site. I'll see to the building.
We're gonna build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction. Hey, watch!
I want to build something.
Certainly.
Can we get some saddler's equipment and tools?
Good. We've got everything. Come along with me to the site where we'll be building.
Good health to you,
No point in going there then.
You're shameless, you are.
We're gonna build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff.
The tavern could have its own brewery. Then we'll have fresher ale and fatter profits.
Good. We've got everything. Come along with me to the site where we'll be building.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
We're gonna build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
I want to build something.
Certainly.
Folk like a game of dice, and so do I. We should have a dice table and invite some players. Maybe I can even win back some of what I'm paying out in wages.
Let's go to the site. I'll see to the building.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
I want to build...
Certainly. We've already finished everything successfully. We've already finished everything.
I'd like to extend my rat house.
It's impossible.
Let's start repair...
It's impossible. We've already...
I'd rather not. So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. The village's income is very good. Sir Divish will be pleased. The village is big enough now. Sir Divish can bring in more people if he wants, and start expanding as he was planning. The church is still in ruins. Doesn't create a good impression. We're on the right track, but we haven't reached the end yet.
All right, I'll get stuck in.
Master Bailiff.
You're new here, aren't you? Welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sylvester is my name. I got here just this very day and came looking for you right away. I heard you was looking for handy tradesmen, see?
True, but it depends what you can do.
I'm a baker, sir, and if I may be so bold, one of the best there is.
Good. We don't have a baker yet. So, tell me something about yourself.
I'll tell you, Master Bailiff, but only on one condition. That what I say will remain only between the two of us till Judgment Day.
Well, I must say that's a surprise. But yes, I swear on my honour as bailiff.
All right, then. I can see you're a worthy man. Your name precedes you. I'll be straight with you. I know this village very well, seeing as how I was here not long ago. That is, until you and Sir Radzik and his men came and cleared the place out.
What, you were here? With the bandits?
I was only serving them as cook and baker, like, but soon as I saw your lot coming, I took to my heels in a hurry. I never robbed nor hurt nobody. I needed work, and them bandits paid well. After all, a man's got to make a living somehow, and them wasn't the kind of fellas you says no to.
I see. So you were with Runt's band. Might someone recognise you?
Far as I know, anyone who'd know my face is dead. Some thanks to you, sir.
If word got out that I was hiding a bandit from the law...
I'd rather give myself up than get you or anyone else into trouble. All I'm after is to start an honest life again.
Fair enough. Since you came clean, I'll trust you and keep your secret. You're hired.
Thank you, sir. You won't regret it, I promise you.
In Sasso, you can recruit the armorer, and depending on how you did the quest, either Zach or Otta, I think. So I chose Zach, and the other one hates me. So speak to him and you can recruit him.
I'd like to make you an offer. Have you heard about Pribyslavitz?
Oh, aye. I heard something about that. What of it?
I'm bailiff there, and I'm rebuilding. We just finished building the armorsmith's workshop, and I need a skilled craftsman there.
Meaning me? You're a godsend. It's about time I handed over the trade to the youngster. Only I'm loath to put down the hammer as long as I got the strength to wield it. The forge is my life. And this offer of yours, well, how could I say no? You'll take me then?
Well, I'm considering it. Have to say, though, there's a lot of other fellas just begging me for the job. I even had one armorsmith come all the way from Kuttenberg, and he offered me a pile of groschen.
Ah, you don't want to give the job to a stranger? I've got a bit of silver put aside for my old age. You can have it if you'll take me. Here you are.
Thank you. Glad to have you in my service.
Thank you, Master Bailiff. I'll go and take a look at this new forge of yours. That is, mine, right? Good luck then.
Okay, so let's continue recruiting people. I wanna point out one thing as we go. You cannot recruit people if you haven't done the quest for them. So for Zach previously, we had to do a quest for that. So if you haven't finished the quests, you cannot do it. That's something to point out. And in Neuhof you can find the guy who will work at stables.
Welcome, Henry.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
You still want to leave here?
Well, yes.
I can help you. I've got stables in Pribyslavitz, and I'll need someone there who knows horses. And I hear you understand them very well.
You? You take me on there? But is it safe there?
Safe as houses. Any bandits or cumans we didn't kill ran from the woods so fast you couldn't see their heels for dust. And there's not so many people there, so if you prefer talking to horses...
Ha ha! Horses can't talk. But first, you'll have to ask Mistress Zora if she'll let me go.
I already asked her, and she said yes.
She'll let me go? Really? All right, I'll go. Thanks.
See you later.
Yeah.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Once you have a sufficient income each day, you can do one trick to quickly get the money. So as you can see, I have 16k, and if I go and wait for a whole day, I will have more money. There's a perk, so you do not lose nourishment, energy and health if you wait. So if you have that perk, you can basically generate money now very easily.
I want to build something.
Certainly, master.
Let's start repairing the church.
Good. We've got everything. Come along with me to the site where we'll be building.
We're going to build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
God be with you, Henry.
Good day, Master Bailiff.
God be with you. What's the trouble?
Lame Agatha, that old crone who lives on the edge of the village.
What's she done to you?
Well, I thought you should know. She's getting mixed up in the herbwoman's trade and selling folk all kinds of ointments and potions.
What's wrong with that?
It's all a swindle and a cheat. She ought to be burned as a witch.
What do you mean, it's a swindle?
Because those mixtures of hers don't work. It's nothing but plain water with herbs and pork lard.
How do you know about it? Have you tried something from her yourself?
Me? Why would I? Well, that would be a sin, wouldn't it?
What do you mean, it's a swindle?
Because those mixtures of hers don't...
What would you like to hear?
So it's not witch's brews she's selling, just ordinary herbs?
Exactly, the swindler. But she casts spells too, I can tell you that.
Well, I suppose she did something to you, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
She X'd my hens and now they won't lay. And she put a spell on her own so they lay double.
Are you serious?
I swear by the Holy Mother of God, she put a spell on them.
What kind of ointments and potions are you talking about?
Oh, you know, potions for an aching head, women's pains, and herbs to make cows give more milk.
I reckon the only thing that's going on here is that you're a nasty, envious creature who condemn her own neighbour over a few eggs.
What? I would never. What do you take me for?
I'm not going to waste another minute on you.
You call that justice? Next time I'll go straight to the bishop.
Henry!
I want to build...
Certainly.
I'd like to extend my rat house.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
Henry!
How are you?
How do you like working for us?
The workshop is as good as any, Master Bailiff. You're doing a fine job with this place.
God grant you...
How do you like it here?
I'll have peace here. And horses. I still wake up at night sometimes and see those things again, but it don't seem so real anymore.
I'm glad to hear it. If you need anything...
Nah, I'll be all right.
I want to build something.
Certainly. We've already finished.
I could use an alchemy lab at the rat house.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
Welcome, Henry.
I want to build something.
Certainly.
I was thinking it would be good to have a herb garden, to grow medicinal herbs.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
Well, I never. What the hell? Are you serious?
I want to build...
Certainly.
Let's finish fixing up the church.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
I want to build something.
Certainly. We've already finished...
It's time the church had a new altar. It's not the house of God without one.
Very well. Come along with me. Once we're there, I'll oversee the building, so they don't botch anything.
We're going to build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
I want to build...
Certainly.
We should have the church painted. It ought to be grand, with exquisite ornament.
Very well. Come along with me. Once we're there, I'll oversee the building, so they don't botch anything.
Hey, watch it. Loud.
We're going to build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
I want to build something.
We've already finished everything successfully.
So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. How do you think you're doing? We've already finished everything successfully. Excellent work, Henry.
I'm glad you're pleased.
Once you finish building everything, you need to go to Sir Divish and inform him about Pribyslavitz that it's finished, so he can go and take a look for himself. And after you do that, you're kinda done with the quest chain, but you can still continue recruiting people if you haven't found all of them.
Sir Divish, I finished the assignment you gave me. Pribyslavitz is up and running once more, and making money. And the church is as good as new.
Indeed? That's excellent news. I can't wait to see it for myself.
Of course. We can go right away.
Goodbye.
Welcome to Pribyslavitz.
Well now, I've heard some reports, but to see it with my own two eyes, beautiful.
Me and Marius did our best.
As you saw on the way here, the village is prospering, trade is booming, and the villagers are doing well.
I saw the new buildings as we were riding in. You've both done a magnificent job. I owe you my gratitude and commendation.
Thank you, sir.
How did you manage it so quickly?
We had to clear the woods and the ruins of the former buildings.
I arranged supplies of building materials and victuals from traders nearby.
Thanks to which we were able to build what you see here today.
And the church here has become the dominant feature of the whole village.
I'm especially proud of our church.
Indeed, you have plenty to be proud of. Thank you both. I can say wholeheartedly that you have not disappointed me. On the contrary, you have exceeded my expectations.
It's been an honor.
I quite concur.
Master Marius, I'd like you to stay on in the village. As soon as things have settled in the province, we can begin with the expansion as planned.
As you wish, my lord.
As for you, Henry, as I promised, you shall continue to have the income from the village, as well as the bailiff's office.
Thank you, my lord.
I thank you, Henry. Few could manage what the two of you have achieved here.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you.
How's it going, fellas?
Well, Master Bailiff, well. But I speak for all of us when I ask, what's to become of all this timber we've logged?
True. It is piling up. The thing is, we've no plans to build anything big just now.
That means we'll be out of work. What are we to live on?
Don't worry, you'll have work enough. We'll sell the timber. Besides, we'll need to clear the woods even more to expand in the future. Have a word with the merchant. He'll arrange to have the timber hauled away and sold. You have my permission for that.
Thank you, sir. We'll do as you say.
Okay, so now we'll recruit some people. You can recruit a few people here in Rattay. You should look for Kunesh and Adam. They should be around here somewhere, and there is also Cornelius, which we'll recruit actually first.
Listen, wouldn't you like to move to Pribyslavitz? I need someone there who's able to read and write and do sums. If you can do that, you'd make a good merchant to handle building materials.
Well, that's nearly the same job I had at the Skalitz mines. And they were the most profitable mines for miles around.
True. We don't have any mines, of course, but if you could handle the trade, that would help me a lot.
I know enough about trade, but I won't work for nothing. What are you offering?
Naturally, you'll earn coin enough. Don't tell me you want to spend the rest of your life struggling here. I know you're a fellow who recognises a good opportunity, and that's exactly what this is.
Ha! You're right about that. Very well, I'll move there. It don't look like we'll be going back to Skalitz anytime soon anyway.
God be with you.
Look here, Kunesh. I can't watch you wasting away here anymore. How would you like a job?
Working for you? Where?
In Pribyslavitz. We're rebuilding the whole settlement. You could maybe work there as a woodcutter.
Oh, I could cut wood. But what's it worth to you?
What do you mean, what's it worth? I'm offering you a new life. For once in your life, swallow your pride and seize the opportunity while you still can.
It's easy for you to say. You're right, lad. Though I hate to admit it. Ever since my old woman left, I've had the devil riding on my back. But you leave me my booze. What else have I got in life? As long as there's ale to wash down the dust, I'll work for you.
All right, I'll take you.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Adam, listen. You're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? Me? Innkeeper?
I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes there. But who wants to live in a village without an alehouse? And someone's got to run it.
Well, Henry, I've always wanted to save a bit of coin and open my own tavern. To continue the family tradition, like Pa and Bianca. And now you come to me with this offer.
I know. That's exactly why I came to you.
Thank you. And you can count on me to keep the place full to bursting.
Good luck, then.
God save you, Henry.
That coward has trampled our cabbages 3 times already.
What's so hard about putting up a fence?
Ask him that. You'd think it was a cathedral he was building. Always adding fancy bits and decorations. All I want is something to keep that damn cow out.
Hasn't he been at it a couple of years already?
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
What do you need?
How do you like it here?
I won't lie, it's a shithole. And it's been a shithole most of my life. But we'll do something about that, right? And if you ever want someone to take over your bailiffing duties, let me know.
God be with you.
Rook and Lumir, a known pair of troublemakers. Fighting again, are you? What's it this time?
Rook is a filthy, thieving magpie.
This bastard is a fucking liar.
Now you can insult each other in your own time, not mine. What happened?
As you know, Master Bailiff, I've got a daughter, and this Rook here has a son. And like you'd expect, the son is as much of a beast as his old man. He put a belly on my girl, and then turned his back on her.
A likely tale, you lying scoundrel. We're a decent, honest family, sir. But that daughter of his, nothing but a whore she is. She seduced my son. And what's more, this thieving bastard stole my cow, too.
Enough swearing. One at a time, and settle down. What's this about stealing a cow?
When that no-good son of his wouldn't do the right thing by my daughter, Rook here agreed in the end to give me a cow as compensation for her honor.
And I did! Only then, that slut ran off with some minstrel. Where's the honor in that? And besides, it could be anyone's brat she's carrying.
Tell me more about your daughter.
Pretty as a picture, and a good lass. A little flighty. She had her head turned by that coxcomb, and he put her in the family way, and then he wouldn't marry her. And who else would take her with a youngster? So we agreed on a cow in compensation.
That much is true. Only, I'm sure you'll agree, Master Bailiff, where there's no honor to lose, there's nothing to compensate. A girl that runs off with some wandering jester.
What could she do when she couldn't show her face in public? That's what you paid for.
What about this son of yours?
Well, he ain't the brightest star in the sky, but he's a kind soul and a good worker. That slut of a daughter of Lumire's got him all worked up, got herself pregnant, and then broke his heart. I talked him out of marrying her myself, because I'd rather give this bastard my best cow than my son.
I won't listen to this. That boy is a simpleton and a brute. And for sure, my daughter never went with him of her own free will.
I wanted no more to do with Lumire or his damned daughter, so I agreed to the compensation instead of marriage. And no sooner was the deal done than the slut ran off. And I want my cow back.
You'll get nothing. A deal is a deal. It's your fault I've lost my one and only daughter.
I've heard enough to know how things really stand. A bargain is a bargain, whatever unforeseen may happen. The cow belongs to Lumire.
Thank you, sir. I never doubted your wisdom.
You call that justice? I won't stay another minute in a village where the bailiff takes a hand in daylight robbery.
God be with you, Henry.
So now you can pick up gold from this chest every time you need it. And you will get more money each day. And you can check the ledger how much money you are making each day. And more people you recruit, the more money you will get. So you can recruit your buddies Fritz and Matthew from Scarlet's, and you have to do a quest chain before you can recruit them. They're usually hanging around in at Glades, but I actually recruited them when I finished the quest.
Listen, Matthew, I'm running Pribyslavitz now. How would you like to move there? There's work enough to be had.
How much work?
Lots of it. Don't you worry about that.
Henry, that's exactly what I am worried about.
I might have known. We've got a tavern there too, though.
Why didn't you say so right away? I can always count on you, pal. I'll get going then, alright?
You do that. But don't forget, you'll have your work cut out.
I don't doubt it. Another ale has the drink dry. Goodbye.
God be with you.
Hey, what do you say to move into Pribyslavitz? I'm in charge there now, and I could find some job for you.
A job in the woods? Doing what? Collecting pine cones?
You could help with the building work.
To hell with that. What good did honest labour ever do me?
We've got a tavern too.
Ah, now that's a different matter. Emptying tankards is a job I do best. I'll shake on that.
Yeah, no doubt I'll regret it, but I'll take you.
Goodbye.
There's another unpleasant matter for you to handle.
Nothing too terrible, I hope.
That's for you to decide, Master Bailiff. As you know, the woods and everything in them belong to our liege lord. He gave you the right to make use of them. But as far as I know, no one else is allowed to hunt there.
Yeah, let me guess. Some of our fold are putting game on their tables from our woods, and I have to deal with them.
Just so. A case like this ought to be judged by his lordship himself, but I fear Sir Divish might be a little too strict in this matter.
So what are my options?
You can hand the poachers over to justice, let them off with a warning, or, of course, one can always turn a blind eye and leave it in the hands of God. What's your decision?
We'll confiscate the poached game and put the fear of God into the culprit so they don't do it again. No point in carrying it any higher. We should keep our own affairs in order.
A wise decision, Henry. I'll see to it.
So guys, this is all for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And see you in the next one.